These folks in the Circle City, they love their Colts, and they have packed the house tonight as we welcome you to Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Tonight, it's the AFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Indianapolis Colts. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wild card game. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down.
Taken down at the 20.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
On 2nd and 9, Winston. Campbell making the catch. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
Harris Campbell.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he's got his man, Hilton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat.
Now Taylor. And he's got Rome. And he's going to have this down deep into Vegas territory. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Harris Campbell there to make the grab. And the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy.
Makes the score Colts 7, Raiders 0.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Off of play action, he'll look to throw. That's caught by Waller out left side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage, came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Jacobs now. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So back-to-back big runs picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
On second down now, it's Jacobs. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A gain there of 21 yards. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Colts' 5-yard line.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs, and he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
Jacobs, the ball
4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
1st and goal.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
They'll run it with Jacobs, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Looks like they quit hitting the snooze button on their alarm there. Finally a sign of life from this defense. They've been fairly passive on this opening drive. Now able to stand up on 1st and goal, and they sent that play backwards.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score Colts 7, Raiders nothing.
This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal. A quick toss outright. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone, and now it'll be 4th and goal.
The 1-yard line.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They go with Jacobs, and he is in. Touchdown, Raiders.
Touchdown.
Taking it in from a yard out. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up.
Lining up for the point.
So they went for it from the 1 on 4th and goal, and they got it done.
Is this the new NFL?
This is the new NFL.
This is the updated NFL, and I like it. I know that quarterbacks across the league has spent the entire offseason and even during the season lobbying their coaches to go for it more on fourth down. Let's go get it. Because nowadays, you've got to score points to win games in the NFL. You can't just rely on your defense to hold them.
I think the quarterbacks want to eliminate field goals inside of 30 yards, probably.
Well, listen, they have enough confidence in themselves that they can call plays and make plays that they won't need those field goals inside the 30.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good. It got his man complete. The 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton, 75 yards. And the Colts have taken the lead.
Stephen Gostkowski for the extra point.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that's caught inside the 35. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line.
To Henry Ruggs.
It's a big play there for Vegas. 45 yards.
First down, Las Vegas.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Carr, a quick throw. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. On the read option, it's Mariota. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Tackle made there by Frank Clark.
A gain of
ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5.
At the 14-yard line.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and make sure he spills it for a small gain.
From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Here's Jacobs. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
And that is caught. It's Ruggs. Touchdown, Vegas.
Carr's pass complete.
A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up.
Joey Sly lining up for the point after.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, 77 yards. And the Colts strike quickly here for 6 points. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Showtime today, baby.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. And a loss.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. He'll look downfield for Waller. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think can absorb that contact.
Carr completes it, and they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Frank Clark just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
It's 2nd down.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Carr. Got his connection complete to Ruggs. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it, fumble, and the Colts pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. Looking for Campbell downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
3-yard line.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, Winston. Looking deep for Hilton. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
25-yard line. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach.
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
To number 11,
Henry Ruggs with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly for 6. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that, man. One play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Jameis now on 1st down. That's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
At the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll throw again. Winston. He's going deep for Brown. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Intended for John Brown. Incomplete. LaMarcus Joyner there defensively.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Watch the screen. 44 is the mic. Check, check. You don't see
To the air again with Winston. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. They were trying to go to Brown once again, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Damon Arnett on the coverage.
So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one is right down Broadway.
Good.
So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
The kickoff for Indianapolis.
Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game.
Grew up having nothing, you're labeled impatient. But once the boss made it, you're labeled amazing. Meticulous with words, such a force of nature. I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, LIDs.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He fakes the give here and looks to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
First down, Las Vegas.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Watch the edge.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
At the 46.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Frank Clark.
The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49.
The ball carrier.
A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
49-yard line.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. On play action, now Carr. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Give the sack to Kamoko Toure. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Carr going to get this to Jacobs. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. He's having a nice game through the air. His decision-making's been really good. Solid there again. Just seeing nothing downfield, goes underneath. Nice gain.
How about the patience? Because when you're having a big game through the air, you're looking for those chunk plays, those big ones downfield. Instead, as you noted, takes the check down, dumps it off, gains good yardage anyway. Really well executed.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Shotgun now for Carr. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
Down. Wide 85. 58 to Mike. Let's go one more.
Back to the running game with Jacobs, and he won't get much. Maybe a couple down inside the 35 to the 34.
At the 34-yard
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Carr, and he's got the hook up to Ruggs. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. His first catch of this third quarter, he had 7 in the first half. It's also a first down. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
The ball carrier.
Josh Jacobs, his second touchdown of the night. And the Raiders have cut it back to within a score. Nice execution there. Good job by the O-line getting him in for the second time.
And you always have to start with credit there when you're having a big game. I mean, you don't get there by yourself. That's rare. But how about the ability to see the proper holes, pick the proper place to go, and find his way into the end zone?
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no thought of a return here for Hines.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
44's the Mike. 44's Mike. Check.
Play fake. Winston. Escaping the pressure right. And Winston lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Had some good yardage there, too, before he fumbled that football, Charles.
Yeah, and just think about it this way. Running backs, as a general rule, they kind of know when the end of a run is near, and you notice how they cover up, right? They protect the football. Sometimes quarterbacks forget that out in the open field. After a while, you start to wonder, does the running back coach visit the quarterback coach and say, hey, I can help you with this? We can protect this and make sure we keep the ball.
2nd and 8 at the 41-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Play action. Now it's Carr. And quickly into the hands of Waller. And he's taken down inside the 30. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. And he didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
On 1st down, Jacobs. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Roby Coleman on
Good
the
yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Once again, it's Jacobs, and he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9.
Josh Jacobs,
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A gain of 8 on the keeper and a first down.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the...
And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Raiders 35, Colts 31.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10.
He was brought down by Malik Collins.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
It's now 3rd and 10.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
What we got? 44's the mic. 44's the mic.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch the slant. 44's the mic. 44's the mic. I got you. I got you.
They run with Taylor. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike. Set the tone, defense.
Back to Taylor on 1st down.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back into the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Hey, let's go.
From the 45 on second down, Winston on the right side. It's Hilton with a catch. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 32-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
Ready? Mike 25. Here we go. Mike 55. Mike 55. Let's go, baby. Return up. Let's get that ball. Let's get that ball.
First and 10, Taylor now. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
55 is Mike, guys. 55. Get that quarterback.
They run once more with Taylor. And he's going to be close to a first down as he gets this to the Raiders' 18-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run on first down. It's Taylor.
Jonathan
Just a
Taylor.
yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. On second down, it's Taylor. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on third and just a yard.
Brings up
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
55. I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. He needed 2. He got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on 4th down.
Mike 55. Let him go. Mike 55.
Winston to throw. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. John Brown there to make the grab. And the Colts are once again going to retake the lead.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So Tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now third and long. They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs. And that knee will do it. Can't stop the clock defensively, so they protected their home field, got the victory in the wild card round.
And rewarded their home crowd. They came out in force for this one, really supported them throughout the year, and boy, they were something special in this one. And maybe it's their last home game, and if so, they sent them out with a great visual, didn't they?
Tonight's final
They
score.
said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game, check, got that done. Win a wild card game, big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Colts are winners as we say so long from Indianapolis.